Yeah, welcome back to the Wheelchair Mafia. You know, Killer and I have been away far too long. Far too long because we're coming to NXT. We're going to take on every fucking take team. We're going to take on the Undisputed Era. Right, Dragon? You have our number. Only Larkin and Danny Burch. You guys better watch out because we're taking the titles. We are the Wheelchair Mafia, and the Crips do it better than all you pieces of garbage. Tell them, Killer.
You know something, that's right. It's been far too long since we've been around anywhere. NXT, WWE, Impact, Japan, wherever. We took a little hiatus, well, quite a long hiatus. We were doing some other things, but now we're back. NXT 30, and it, like he said, it doesn't matter if it's Undisputed Era, if it's Danny Burch and Oney Larkin, if it's Imperium, if it's any other tag team out there. The Wild Boar and his partner.
It doesn't matter because when Killer and me met, and our friend Mr. Ouchie, we come for you, and we will do our best, and we will take those titles. And you, what the hell are you doing here? Seriously, Paul?
Again?
William Regal did this last time, and do I have to pedigree to both of you?
This is getting ridiculous, man. Seriously, like, every time we try something, it doesn't work out.
We try so hard. What will it take? Get out!
Like, all we're trying to do is make a name for ourselves, and everywhere we go, we get shut down. Like, we're just trying to make a living like everybody else. Are we really that big of a threat?
Well, I guess it's back to Shinkara for us.
God damn it.
Motherfucker. This isn't over.
Not by a long shot.
We are the Wheelchair Mafia, and we always get what we want. This is Killer Kyle. To Wheels of Fury. This is Killer Kyle, and welcome to Wheels of Fury. And it's that time again, and this time it's a milestone. You've got NXT Takeover 30.
This whole thing started in 2015,
I think. Yeah.
Well, it started out as a competition show.
Yeah.
Kind of like Tough Enough. And, you'd have matches, but it was mostly like an obstacle course and different things like this. And you have the rookies paired with a pro as like a mentor and all this other stuff. I mean, it was okay, but, kind of got corny after a while, and then they cut the shit, if you will, and just made it all about the wrestling, and it's took off ever since. And the first Takeover event was Takeover Resolution?
Takeover, and I think we did that one actually. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, and here we are. Getting into Takeover 30.
30, then I put up 20.
Foul!
Oh well.
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, so, yeah, can't believe it. It's come a long way. Like,
Yeah.
and I know that right now we're dealing with a lot of issues with this COVID bullshit, and it sucks, and it's not going to be the same for a while.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it's not going to be like, I won't be like this forever.
No.
But for now, I think the WWF is doing a good job. WWE. And yeah, I think it's going to be a matter of time before things are starting to get back to normal.
Yeah.
The Thunderdome is going to be an interesting concept.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I sent something to Kyle, and I thought it was fucking fantastic.
For sure.
But this is going to be a cool show as well.
Yeah.
So, let's get to it. So, let's start off the night with a 5-way ladder match for the North American Championship.
Yes. As we all know, Keith Lee was the North American Champion, and then at NXT Great American Bash, he claimed the NXT Championship from Adam Cole, making him a dual champion, and then he chose to relinquish the North American Championship as a sign of respect.
A good call.
And wanting other people to have an opportunity at the North American Championship. And so he relinquished it, and they had a series of triple threat matches, and the winner of those matches would go on to a 5-way ladder match at Takeover 30 to crown a new North American champion. And it looks like we have Punishment Martinez, Damien Priest, Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, and the Velveteen Dream.
This match is going to be epic for sure.
Yes.
I think that if NXT proves itself and has over the couple years past,
Yes.
you have the ladder matches will always killer.
Yes.
You know, whether it be for the North American title or the Tag Team Championships.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they had an NXT Championship ladder match, but they may have.
There was one with Finn Balor and Kevin Owens.
Oh, yeah. So, it proves itself. You know, it's always going to be a good show when it's a ladder match.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it first started out with Punishment Martinez and Bronson Reed. So, to add these guys, obviously, you know how I felt about Trevor Lee in the past.
Yes.
I think the whole Cameron Grimes thing is not much different. But it's just an interesting thing for what's going to happen, because you got also the Velveteen Dream.
Yes.
And Bronson Reed. Now, the Velveteen Dream has been the North American champion. Bronson Reed would be interesting. I think that he's one of those powerhouse guys that can really do a lot of damage to these people.
Yeah.
That's a cross between him and Martinez or Priest. But yeah, I am honestly gonna have to say it's gonna be Damian Priest or Bronson Reed. Like, I think that Velveteen Dream is a great charismatic wrestler. Cameron Grimes, you know, I'm not a fan of, but you never know.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I picked one of those two.
Johnny Gargano has been a very good heel. Bronson Reed is an upcoming star. He was in that little breakout tournament thing they had a while ago. Velveteen Dream, we all know about Velveteen Dream. What he's done in the ring, what he can do in the ring. Very good performer, very good wrestler. Cameron Grimes, you know, I'm sure he's a polarizing figure. A lot of people like him, a lot of people, I'm sure, don't like him, aren't a fan of his. Punishment Martinez, Damian Priest, he has had some, what you'd call barn burners.
Yeah.
Him and Dominik Dijakovic.
Yes.
Or him and Keith Lee. Or him, like, the three of them in a triple threat match. Or Damian Priest and... who did he wrestle at the Great American Bash? Was it Gargano?
Yes, I think it was.
That was a really good match as well. But I think out of those 5 gentlemen, the guy that I feel deserves a championship the most has to be Priest.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Triple Crown and NXT Johnny Gargano.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Bronson Reed. Like I said, he's one of my picks as well.
Right.
But with Punishment Martinez, you have a guy that deserves to be a champion in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And why not start with the North American Championship?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that, you know, I wasn't sure how he was going to do coming from Ring of Honor to WWE, but he definitely proved me wrong. They didn't screw anything up.
No.
So, that's pretty cool in itself. The Hillbilly Caveman has a long way to go.
Yeah.
And he doesn't need the title right now, and I know that Velveteen Dream's already had the North American Championship. So, I stand by my picks.
Yeah. I'm picking... match for the NXT Women's Championship. You've got the current champion of Io Shirai being challenged by the Aussie Dakota Kai.
Yes, the Joshi Judas of Io Shirai and the New Zealander.
Right, New Zealand, yeah.
The Kiwi, whatever they call her.
Yeah.
Dakota Kai. And
well, they were calling her the captain of Team Kick.
yes.
But now that she's gone heel, it's more or less just Dakota Kai.
Yeah, and you know, I think these two, like since Dakota's turned heel, she's done an amazing job at kicking ass and taking names and just beating people up. And again, same can be said for Io. I mean,
oh yeah,
her match at In Your House was fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The way she got onto the roof and plummeted Rhea Ripley and Charlotte.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just insane.
Oh, absolutely.
And so this match is gonna be a toss-up because I like Io as the champion. I think Dakota can use the belt.
Yeah.
As of right now, I don't know. But I will say this. If they do give her the belt, they should bring back her feud with Tegan Nox.
Yeah.
At some point, that would be pretty cool. But for now, I think Io should retain. She's doing a great job as champion.
Yes.
So I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I pick you.
Yeah. I mean, Dakota's done great. Dakota has proven herself very well in the ring. Her heel work is actually fairly solid. She's one of those heels that you can just really not like.
Yeah.
Be mad at and whatever. Io Shirai, you know, has been absolutely fantastic since she first appeared on the scene. I think it was the second Rayon Classic. And, you know, just excelled at everything she did. Wonderful performer, wonderful wrestler. They call her the genius of the sky, and damn it, that's the truth. And I said when we did predictions for In Your House that, you know, if she won the Women's Championship that night, you know, it wouldn't be a bad thing. You know, it would be a good thing for her, and see what she can do with the championship and what have you. And lo and behold, she ended up winning the championship.
Yeah.
Now I believe, well, this is one of the few defenses of the championship she's had since holding the championship. I mean, is Dakota a worthy challenger for the championship? I think so. Is it Dakota's time to have the title? I don't know, man. That's a hard one.
Not right now, at least.
Yeah, it could. More than likely, Io retains.
Yeah. So now we go on to this match. We've got Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Can somebody please fucking explain to me why you have a guy who was a commentator on the pre-shows and a former football player at that. And yes, I understand it. I understand that football players go into professional fucking wrestling. And I love that for some reason. It works for most of them.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee doesn't fit the bill.
No.
The guy has no fucking way to speak.
No.
He reminds me of an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
The guy talks smack about Adam Cole every chance he had on those pre-shows. And then he goes and he has some words with Adam Cole on his show. And yes, I still believe that was a work. And then he shows up on NXT. And then he punts Adam Cole. And childish insults thrown. Now, I saw what I saw last Wednesday, which was actually 2 Wednesdays ago, because WWE Network does that. So, I just don't fucking understand it. I think it's stupid. So yeah, for me, and I've always been a fan of this guy since I saw him in Ring of Honor in 2012. So I'm gonna fucking say, Adam Cole, baby!
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious that what happened on the podcast of Pat McAfee's radio show, whatever the fuck you want to call it, was work to lead into this. That all being said, I mean, what credentials does Pat have? None that I'm aware of. Football player, okay, so what? Can he wrestle? Who knows? Will he get his ass kicked? More than likely. Will the other members of Undisputed Era get involved and help Adam Cole kick his ass? Most likely.
I can see, and I hope that Adam Cole likes to eat starch, because I can see Pat McAfee throw a bunch of potatoes!
Most likely.
Because that's what he is. That's what he is. Yes, he's built like a British chick house. That's all I can see him do. Just throw a bunch of right and left.
Yeah.
Does he wrestle? Was he trained in wrestle? I don't know. I don't understand what's going on here.
Yeah.
Now's not the time to be doing this.
Yeah.
And by the way, Adam Cole's supposed to be a heel.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee did something that heels do. What does that tell you? So yeah, Adam Cole better win on Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, I could care less about this match. It's pointless, it's stupid, it makes no sense. I think Adam Cole will win. We move on to a match for the NXT Championship. You've got the champion, Keith Lee, being challenged by the sinister, deranged, psychopathic arc of evil Karrion Kross.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. And you know, here's a guy that I never thought would show up in the WWE, let alone Scarlett Pardo.
True.
Because here are two well-known wrestlers, and Canadians for that matter, showing up on NXT, and I know a lot of people may think the gimmick is hokey, but I love it. I mean, because I am who I am, I love it. And I loved Killer Cross when he was on TNA. So I can't wait to see how this goes. You know, yeah, there's a rumor, had posted a spoiler of Karrion Kross holding the NXT Championship. Now, can that happen? Who knows? I can see egg on that person's face if Karrion doesn't win.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Do I think these two guys are going to be doing great in this match? I sure do. And the lead up to this match was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't see it last week, unfortunately. Last week I saw it the week before. And you know, it's very cool to see Keith Lee having a match, and then Scarlett comes out with Karrion Kross. And Keith Lee says, I want a match with you at TakeOver 30. Karrion writes in the book, and Scarlett hands it to Keith Lee. And then Keith Lee picks it up and opens it. And there's a big fireball. And in the words of my friend Kyle here, it was supposed to be ooh-ah, oh moment. But oh off, holy fuck, it sucked. I mean, seriously? You had Keith Lee being dragged out of the arena. And holy shit, dude, I mean, there was a match going on. And it was, I can't remember who, because we had to do a split screen, because we had to follow Keith Lee out of the arena. Really? Because there's wrestlers in the ring wrestling, having a match. Are they not good enough to just focus your attention on it? In fact, I believe it was Drake Maverick and whoever else.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I had to watch Keith Lee being carried out. Oh, my eyes, my eyes. Now, as of last week, I don't know what happened. So, this match is going to be awesome. Should Keith Lee retain? I'm not quite sure. However, I think that Karrion Kross will have the title eventually. I just don't know exactly when.
Yeah.
If it's this Saturday, awesome. But we'll have to see. So, for me, I mean, I don't want to see this person get his facts wrong. Or the spoiler.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to say Keith Lee retains on this one.
Yeah, I mean, having that fireball is like, okay, haven't seen a fireball used. You don't see a fireball used very often. I mean, that just adds to the whole mystique of the character, if you will. And I mean, Karrion Kross is basically Killer Kross next level. The fact that they've got Scarlett with him, you know, we all know what she was capable of doing when she was in Impact. I mean, yeah, they had her wrestling dudes, but whatever. So the fact that they've got these two together in NXT is great. She adds to the character, and you know, that whole thing is awesome. Could Karrion win the title? Absolutely. I just don't feel like now's the moment, now's the time.
Right.
He's good, he's got a good character, he's been running through people left, right, and center, beating people up, hurting people, hospitalizing people, what have you, but it's too soon for him.
Yeah. As much as I'm a fan of Karrion Kross, I don't see him win on Saturday. He will do it eventually, but I think Keith Lee needs to have the title a little bit more. Because for him to lose the championship right away would just be pointless.
Yeah. I mean, he's only held the NXT Championship, not even a month.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 3 weeks, call it roughly.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, I'd say more than likely Keith Lee is going to retain.
Right. It's a triple threat match.
Yeah, triple threat match. But it's Danny Burch and Oney Larkin, Fandango, and Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza.
Oh yes, they're that team.
Yes.
But anyways, yeah. This is gonna be an interesting match.
Yeah.
I don't really know who's gonna win, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Danny Burch and Oney Larkin deserve the tag team titles.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they've been around for a long time. I don't know. I think they were NXT UK champions.
I don't think they were.
No. Nagila Dev Tasma, I'm not sure if they should get the titles right now. They just debuted on WWE, NXT.
Yeah.
I mean, Raul Mendoza has definitely been on NXT before. I've seen him live.
Yes.
And Joaquin Wilde is, well, I mean, they're a pretty good tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Breezango, definitely veterans in the WWE
Yes.
and NXT.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they can easily pick up the win.
Yeah.
So, I'm not quite sure. It's going to be a huge toss-up.
Yeah.
Because both the 3 of these teams are amazing.
Like, here's the deal. Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza are a fresh new tag team on the scene. They've only just been on the scene for a little while with formerly El Hijo de Fantasma. I can't remember what the hell his name is.
Yeah.
Breezango. They re-emerged on the scene of NXT as a tag team. They still have their funny moments of like with their entrances and outfits they wear, but they seem to have buckled down and really gotten their stuff together, and you know, they've gotten a lot more in-ring action.
Yeah.
And they're doing less of the whole backstage stuff, which, I mean, was good and it was funny, but you didn't really ever see them too much on TV wrestling. Now that they're back on NXT, they've been wrestling a lot more.
Yeah, for sure.
Danny Burch and Oney Larkin, they're a hell of a tag team. They've been a hell of a tag team since they've been together, you know, the Bread and Brawlers.
Yes, yes.
And so, you know, I mean, would it be cool to see Breezango as the tag champion? Sure. I mean, they haven't really had too much in the way of any sort of championship in their tenure. They're more just like the comedy act.
Yeah, I would say that.
Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde, too soon.
Yeah, I mean, they're a new tag team right now. I just don't see it.
And, you know, Danny Burch and Oney Larkin, the Bread and Brawlers. I could easily see them win the tag, you know, as the tag champions. They're both very, very good. You know, the hard-hitting, physical style of Danny Burch and the catch-as-catch-can style of Oney Larkin. Although, I mean, hell, Oney Larkin could throw hands, too.
I think that Oney Larkin is quite possibly another one of the best wrestlers on NXT.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I think this guy, I'm surprised, hasn't had a North American Championship or an NXT Championship. I think there was a point where he wrestled for the UK NXT Championship.
I believe so, yeah.
So, this guy is due for a title.
Mm-hmm.
And I think these two are definitely due for a title.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I picked Burch and Larkin.
Yeah, I'm taking Burch and Larkin myself. Who are the champions right now? Because it was Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner, but
I'm not quite sure. I know what. I think this match is for the number one contendership.
Oh, maybe.
But I might look it up.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm still picking the Brett and Timothy Thatcher, and oh my god. You know, this match is gonna be fucking amazing. I mean, you have a guy like Finn Balor, the Prince, a guy that's been in Japan, a guy that's been in any other independent promotion. I don't even think he's been in North American soil until he was on NXT.
Right.
So he's on NXT, and man, that guy, he was NXT champion. Goes over to SmackDown. He wins the Intercontinental Championship. He is former Universal Champion when he came on to Raw. Yeah, he was injured. So, I mean, now he's back on NXT. He turned heel, and yeah, I said this before in a video we did, that when he was on New Japan and he was in the Bullet Club, man, was he good.
Yeah.
He was a good heel. The way he carried himself, which is kind of what he's doing now. But you look at Timothy Thatcher and the mat wrestling this guy does.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, man, and you know, the matches he's had with Matt Riddle, I mean, he taxed out Dexter Lumis just like that. So, I mean, these two guys definitely can have a really good match because they can go all over the arena. They can, you know, mat wrestle. They can do anything. To pick a decisive winner in this match, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I think that Timothy is on a roll. But definitely the veteran in Finn Balor is definitely a promising victory. I'm not quite sure. So.
Maybe. Finn Balor has done great in his tenure with the WWE. Monday Night Raw, NXT now, NXT when he was first there, NXT champion, Intercontinental champion, Universal champion, the first ever. Timothy Thatcher burst on the scene when Matt Riddle needed a tag partner, when this whole COVID thing happened, and I'm sure Pete Dunne ended up stuck in the UK most likely.
Yeah.
So Matt Riddle needed a tag partner, Timothy Thatcher came into the scene. There was an incident that happened where Timothy walked out on Riddle. They lost the tag titles. They had a rivalry that had that wicked steel cage match.
Yes.
And then, you know, Riddle would end up on SmackDown, and Thatcher has gone on to beat up more people. And yeah, he's got that.
Oh, those promos?
Yeah, the promos he can do.
I think those promos would make Stu Hart blush.
And he's got the, you could say, old school British strong style, if you will, where he can break you in half in a heartbeat and not even think twice about it.
Exactly. That's why I'm looking forward to this match.
Yeah.
Like I said, he tapped out Dexter Lumis. Well, actually, Dexter passed out. Whether he could do the same thing to Finn Balor, I'm not quite sure. But I know that it's going to be one hell of a match.
Oh, for sure, hands down. As far as a winner, you know, I think that Thatcher could benefit from a win, and, you know, see where that takes him next. Balor, if he gets the win, it's like, okay, he's got another win under his belt. Where does he go next? Who knows? But like my man Matt said, it's a 50-50 thing.
So, yeah, it doesn't matter. I think those two are awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, so this has been another episode of the Wheels of Fury. Had some issues for a minute, but we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a good show. I mean, I'm always looking to watch NXT for their takeovers, and some people love it like I do. Some people shit on it like they shit on everything else wrestling. You know, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a good show, and well, I'm just looking forward to it. And I think that next week, well, Impact has 2 shows coming up,
Mm.
just like AEW and NXT Great American Bash did.
Right.
So we didn't do that because it's just 2 separate days, and
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. So the real next pay-per-view, I'm not quite sure. Oh, actually, no, that's not true.
Payback.
Payback, I don't know when that is. In 2 weeks?
We'll probably find out when Payback is going to be when we watch SummerSlam.
Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I think that, honestly, AEW All In
All Out
is gonna be soon as well.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's coming up in September.
Yeah.
So there's that. But
Mhm.
yeah, a lot more WWE events. But yeah, Payback is next. So for me and Matt, this is Killer Kyle, and we will see you next time.
And just to say a big congratulations to NXT for making it to Takeover 30.
30 years.
Just another quick side note. I'm wearing the Bret Hart hat. I've got the necklace here. Matt's wearing his Bret Hart shirt. And Matt and I were having a conversation earlier about how the WWE has basically decided to nix Hitman from history, if you will. And it's like, come on, guys,
Yeah.
really?
He hasn't done anything wrong.
Yeah, he hasn't
so-
done anything wrong. He doesn't deserve to be next from the history books. So, like, get your shit together, would you?
Yeah. Yeah, grow the fuck up, people. Anyways, so we will talk to you next time when Payback.
It's a bitch.
Hell yeah.
See ya.
Deuces.